Hey, welcome to Girl Talk. We are filming here at the fabulous Radiant Skin Therapy.
Love it.
And we are over off Todd Drive. And boy, we really have a great show for you today.
All kinds of cool stuff.
Before we get into what we're going to talk about today, though, I want to have to mention, so excited to talk about the fact that we are starting season 2 of Girl Talk.
Yes. Oh yeah.
Can you believe it?
Woo-hoo.
It's been a whole year. I mean, it's crazy to think about. We've been doing this a year now, and we
look so much younger.
Yes, now we look fabulously younger. Yes,
right.
Lies, but thanks.
Thanks to Radiant Skin Therapy.
That is actually
it's
true.
been a good year.
Yes, it has. So very exciting. We've had so many wonderful guests on over the course of the year. It's so fun to kind of think about some of the great folks we've talked to. And can you believe, ladies, what Janet has done here?
Yes.
I mean, I can't even believe this. Janet has made, single-handedly, by herself, no help, made these cupcakes.
I saw them on Pinterest. I thought you bought these.
I know.
I thought that had to be it. There was no way. But
So-
you are so multi-talented. Look at that.
It is. No, really. That is no small feat.
Not
so
at all.
thanks for bringing these along, and what a cool way to celebrate.
I love that mine has the biggest.
Yes,
Yeah.
I made a special one for Kirsten. A little higher shoe over there on the end.
Warms my heart.
Yeah.
I was thinking of you, girl.
Kirsten's our little shoe guru. I think you probably have the most shoes out of everybody. What do you
It's
think?
kind of a problem.
I don't think so.
That's the first
You've got your
step.
I
fashion.
have my own room for my shoes.
Well, they need their space. Look at them. They need their space. No, but that's awesome. So exciting. We're celebrating our second season, and we're going to chat with Anne a little bit later in the show again. So we have the opportunity to learn about all kinds of different services throughout this first season. And today we're going to kind of circle back and talk about top 5. So we haven't even gotten to everything that they've talked about,
Right.
or that they offer. They have so many different things.
Well, I think it's good we stop and refresh because there are so many things.
Absolutely. So we're going to learn about what the top 5 services are, and actually that's kind of a good starting point for folks at home who maybe don't know where to start. You'll kind of learn what the top 5 things are that women are doing today, and maybe something to consider.
And they get to meet Anne. You get to actually,
She's just lovely.
yeah, and I think that's just as important, or maybe even more, is feeling really comfortable with the person that's helping you. They know their stuff. You know that they'll be confidential if that's important to you. And she does it all.
We were just talking about this the other day, actually. They have a small staff, relatively so, and I actually really enjoy that because the nice thing about coming here is every single person that works with Anne is truly very genuine and makes you feel really comfortable. And I think that's something that's really rare in this industry. We're talking about an industry that is pretty superficial and is really about beauty, which is why we come, but you don't want to come and feel out of place or like somebody can't connect
Or wonder
with
who
you.
you're getting, if they're going to do the same job as the last person that helped you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For so many people, what might be a superficial thing that they want to have help with can be really personal to them. So they definitely want to be able to connect with that person.
Yeah, absolutely. So we brag on them all the
And
time.
just look at Anne. I mean, you look at Anne, you're like, okay, I totally trust you.
I'll have what she's having.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, I don't trust a skinny cook, but I trust a beautiful
There you go.
nurse fixing my face.
There you go. So that's really fun. We'll talk to them later. And of course, we're going to talk to Brandy Niemer, who joins us today later on from Brandy's Bridals.
Another person really hard not to like.
I know.
She's
Gotta love her.
And all the awards, and it's so easy to see why.
They're very accomplished because they do such a wonderful job, and I personally shopped there for my own wedding dress and have been recommending them for a long time.
Wow.
But she'll talk to us a little bit more about that process. If you are in the market for a wedding dress, it might be kind of nice to hear about it.
Yeah, some gals, when they get engaged, they can't wait to go for the dress. If that were me, I've always thought, oh gosh, that just sounds way too overwhelming, and don't even look forward to that idea. So I think I need Brandy because I think she'll hold your hand. Hold my hand.
Well,
Yeah.
there's champagne toast. So.
Absolutely.
There you go.
And we got to go to break, so I'll tell you who's coming up. Generate Wellness is a company we have not learned a lot about yet, so I look forward to learning more about that, and I hope you do too. It's all going to be right here at Girl Talk at Radiant Skin Therapy, so stick around.
Welcome to Girl Talk. We are filming at Radiant Skin Therapy, but first we've got a very special guest, brand new to the show. Thank you so much, Jen Rudis, for coming on.
Thanks for having me. I'm excited to be here.
We're so excited to learn more.
Awesome.
Yeah, Generate Wellness is your business, and you are a certified holistic health coach.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So, what influenced you to get into natural health and wellness as a profession?
Well, I would say it was probably in my mid-20s. I developed a thyroid issue. I was overweight most of my life and sought out a natural practitioner to help me basically help fix the thyroid issue. And through some clean eating and some diet and some different activities, I basically transformed my lifestyle. Lost 125 pounds.
Wow.
Over the course,
Congratulations.
thank you. Over the course of about a year. So now it's just all about helping others and sharing information.
Good for you, and what an incredible amount of motivation that must take
Yeah.
to make that kind of transformation in your life.
Yeah, challenging.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. So let's talk a little bit about, kind of what your title is. So you're the owner, but you're also, as Kirsten mentioned, a holistic health coach.
Correct.
So talk to us a little bit about what that means. What is a health coach?
So health coaching is a relatively new profession. It's basically just around how we operate as human beings. And from there you kind of just craft a plan designed for that person to really just help them change their lifestyle, not necessarily weight loss, but just overall vibrant living.
Awesome. And you've got some personal experiences to draw from, and I think that's so nice when you're able to connect with somebody like that on a personal level.
I think that's what's helped me connect and build relationships with my clients. I think that they see that I've been down that road, so they can, have some see that I'm loyal to working with them and trust me. That I kind of know what I'm doing.
That you understand.
That I get it. Yeah, definitely.
So nutrition is such a big part of a person's health, not only how much, but what kind. And talk about the nutrition programs that you have.
Well, I don't really believe that there's a one-size-fits-all plan for anyone.
Yeah.
So I kind of, bring people in, do a free consultation with everyone, and just kind of find out their goals. And then from there, we craft a plan. I have everything from a 10-day detox kickstart program that kind of gets that motivational wheel rolling, as well as the rapid weight loss programs and some different, more long-term goals, which is what I did. So
It's like a personal trainer for your nutrition.
yeah, definitely.
Cool. And you also have infrared heat, like saunas, right? Or maybe I'm saying that wrong, but how is infrared heat different than a traditional sauna?
Infrared heat is very unique. It's similar to standing in the radiant sun without all the dangerous UV rays. So infrared light penetrates into your skin and muscle tissue to draw toxicity out. So it doesn't just heat the air, it heats up your core body temperature a few degrees so that you sweat and detox from the inside out. So
Wow.
Yeah, I think I saw the little link on your website showing Oprah and Dr. Oz
sitting in the sauna.
sitting in the sauna, checking it out.
Yeah, so the temperature is about 50 degrees less than a traditional sauna, so it's much more comfortable and soothing, relaxing, and then it gently heats up your core temperature.
So let's talk a little bit about some of the benefits from doing something like that. Obviously, you probably feel really good.
Yeah.
But what is it doing for you?
Well, everything from arthritis, aches and pains to fibromyalgia, skin disorders, eczema, psoriasis. Yeah, so
I think even they said heart disease too.
Cardiovascular, definitely. And the nice thing about it is it's safe. Anyone with any implants, rods, pacemakers, it's safe for anyone to go in and utilize it. So,
That's great.
And in addition to that, my weight management clients pair it with a lot of their programs because you burn about 500 to 600 calories just sitting in the sauna.
That's what Oprah was interested in.
Yeah.
Say that again, 500 to 600.
500 to 600 calories for a 40-minute session. So, of course, I'll never encourage anyone to replace range of motion activity with with the sauna. But it's a great place for people to start if maybe exercise is difficult, or just to kind of get that motivational wheel rolling.
Yeah, and if you're there for something else, what a great added benefit. My goodness.
I was looking at the Mayo Clinic's website, and they were talking about the infrared saunas and saying that there are no adverse side effects. So go for it.
Totally beneficial in every way.
Yeah,
So
wonderful.
So how does a person book a session with you then?
online is probably the best. There's a lot of information on my website, Generate Wellness or Generate-Wellness. Otherwise, you could just give me a call.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah.
An easy way to burn calories.
Absolutely.
Awesome, cool. Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
We're gonna be right back with more Girl Talk with Brandy's Bridal next.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. If shopping for a bridal gown is on your to-do list, we have help for you. With us, we have Brandy Niemer. She's from Brandy's Bridal out in New Glarus, and she is the master of helping find the right dress.
She is.
Well, thank you.
Yes,
Thanks.
yes. Welcome, Brandy. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
So, a gal gets engaged. She got the hard part taken care of.
Yes.
Now she gets to go get the dress. How does a person start and when?
Sure, yes. Well, typically, once a bride gets engaged, buying her wedding dress is one of the first things she wants to do. After they get their reception and ceremony site, typically they come and get their gown, because the gown helps sets their tone for the entire wedding, whether they're doing, a rustic barn theme, which is very popular now, or something on the beach. Their wedding dress really will set the tone for their
So
wedding.
you should know your venue first.
Yes.
Okay.
Typically that's how it goes, but we do have brides who come in and do it backwards. They're like, I just want the dress.
You can plan the whole thing around the dress.
That's right. Yes.
Or
Yes.
if you
it's all
pick the
about the
venue
dress.
and then you find the dress is different, it's perfect.
That's right. Yep.
So let's talk a little bit about, for folks who haven't been out there yet, let's talk about what that kind of consultation looks like. If a bride is looking for a dress and they come in, kind of walk us through what you do for them.
Sure, sure. Well, we want it to be very relaxing for everybody. Just come and enjoy yourselves. But when you get to our salon, we do go through a whole entire store tour with you, so you see everything we have to offer. Our appointments last for an hour and 45 minutes, so it gives you plenty of time to start looking at dresses, trying them on, and then make your decision.
I think that's a really important point, because I know some places aren't that long. They kind of put you a little bit closer together.
Sure.
And sometimes you feel a little bit rushed. And when you're shopping
Yes.
for a wedding dress, I mean, it's your big day. You want time to be able to try them on again.
Right.
Make
Yes.
sure you get everyone's opinion. It just is a process.
Oh,
And
it
so
definitely
it's
is.
nice that you give them that time and space.
Yes.
Can a person try on too many dresses and then get kind of confused?
Yes, that does happen too. Yes,
That's part of the process too.
Right, yes. We typically have you start with about 8 dresses, and then our stylists are trained to help listen to what you are saying you're liking or not liking, and also with your body type. And then we will go and pull dresses for you too.
Oh, I love that.
Yes, but when you come to our store, we let you go into our bridal gown rooms, and we want you to see everything we have to offer, because typically brides have price points they want to stay around also. So our store is actually designed that everything is in order by price. So you know when you come in, if you have a $2,000 budget, everything here is all under $2,000.
You don't fall in love with
Yeah.
the $10,000
Right,
dress.
yes, exactly, yes. Yeah.
That's so smart.
So you get engaged and you're super excited, and if it was me, I would be on Pinterest like a minute after I say yes, love you. I need to be looking for dresses because you're so
Thanks
excited.
for the offer. Okay.
Right. Yeah. Are we done here? I got it. Yeah. So, is that helpful when people have ideas and they bring pictures in?
Definitely. I mean, you can't imagine how many people already have Pinterest boards for wedding ideas and aren't even engaged. That's what we hear all the time. But
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Right. But I actually just read a stat the other day that said over 70% of engaged brides have a Pinterest board just dedicated to bridal gowns. And we want to see that stuff. If you guys have an idea of dresses you like, or things you've seen and you know is not your taste, or you've actually been other stores trying things on, we want to know.
A picture's worth 1,000
Exactly,
words.
yes. It helps us just get a little idea of what you guys may like or
Starting
not.
point. Yeah, you need a starting point. But what's so funny, sometimes you'll go in with an idea like, I want this, I don't want this, and
Right.
you'll wind up in something
Yeah, that happens all the time too.
Yeah.
So selection is key there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that brings me back to prom days. My mom saying, you don't know what it looks like until you try it on.
That is so true. And especially with a big heavy bridal gown on the hanger, they just look like blah. We just wish we could have a store full of mannequins with everything on
Right, and
mannequins.
show, you can't. You have way too much inventory,
Yeah,
way too
right.
much stuff. When that's one of the wonderful things about coming out there is you literally have this just amazing selection.
Thank you.
And the store is, I mean, it really is big, but it's organized to your point. I didn't even know it was by price point, but it's organized so beautifully that it makes it easy to navigate.
Great, thank
It's
you.
been organized so much. We only have a little bit of time left, but you got a couple of awards, right?
Yes, we did.
Let's give you a shout out, and then we're going to have to go for
Thank
today.
you. Yes, we did just win an award for Best Bridesmaids Dresses in the state, and we actually have the most nominations every year from Wisconsin Bride Magazine. So thank you to everybody who voted for us.
Actually, I saw for bridal gowns, right?
Yep, that also.
That's the place to go, I
Yes.
tell you. So
Yes.
Brandy's Bridal out in New Glarus, you definitely want to check that out. We'll be right back with Ann Hill from Radiant Skin Therapy right here on Girl Talk.
Welcome back to Girl Talk. We are filming here at the fabulous Radiant Skin Therapy off of Todd Drive. And we mentioned in the beginning that we are celebrating the beginning of season 2 for Girl Talk. And how appropriate, thank you. This is the lovely Ann Hill, who you know, we've had her on many times, and she has been so gracious to have us here in her space and teaching us about all the services that you offer. So thanks so much for doing that and for enlightening us.
Absolutely, thank you.
We're going to recap a little bit, talk a little bit about some of the services we've talked about before. We're going to talk about the top 5. So you guys have so many services, those that we haven't even gotten to cover yet.
And they all feel so important.
It's true. Yeah, every time you share
definitely.
something with us, we need it. We need to have it. But let's talk about the top 5. So maybe if some folks are kind of new to this industry and not sure where to start, what are the top 5 services that you offer?
So we'll start off, the first 2 kind of go side by side. It's usually Botox and fillers. Then we can go into something like the body, so all our body contouring services, and that's kind of grouped into one group, which is Cool Sculpting, Ultra, and Bella Shape. Then I would say the next favorite is something called Broadband Light, and we have talked about that before. Some people call it photofacial or IPL. And then probably I would say it's hard because there are so many kind of competing here, but then I would say something like a chemical exfoliation or a lunchtime peel or a peel would probably be next. Yeah.
And sounds convenient by the name.
Right, exactly. And that's why we do, many of those, because it isn't any downtime for people. And I think with these services, why they are popular is we can usually, not all the time, but probably 90% of the time, we can get you in and out with really no downtime.
Wow.
And really some substantial results without having any surgery.
Absolutely.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's what's so neat. Yeah, if you're
That really is.
not going to go the surgery route, you can really get some amazing results without having to undergo that.
Absolutely.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
we all really
Yeah.
like that instant gratification,
Right.
those instant results.
Yeah.
So let's get a little bit more into each one of these 5 services. So starting off with, more of the basics, Botox and fillers. What are some of the areas people can benefit from those services?
Sure. Botox can be done a lot of places in the face. Most common, you're going to get your forehead, between your brows, around your eyes, but we also do it in the lower part of the face because the lower part of the face has substantial problems as we get older too, as long as even in the neck, the platysmal band. So face and neck. For fillers, probably most common is temples, cheeks, kind of down around the mouth. That usually gives us a lot of problems.
Kind of give that youthful look and get rid of those smile lines.
Right,
maybe?
exactly. Maybe the under eyes. So those are more common. We don't usually use fillers in the neck. Sometimes people use filler in the hands to make those more youthful.
I didn't even think of that.
Right.
That's
Your hands
cool.
do give you away, don't they?
Right,
If you
yeah.
don't take care of them.
Right, with the brown spots and with the loss of collagen. So it's an area that, we don't always talk about because it's maybe not always first on people's minds. But those are really common, and Botox, honestly, it takes us a couple minutes. You've kind of seen the segment before. You're in, you're out. You really don't have downtime, and 5 to 7 days later, the wrinkles look much better.
I think it's good to point out that it seems obvious to us because we've been with you so many times that Botox is for eliminating wrinkles.
Right.
I can't tell you how many, especially it seems like men, I've encountered that think that Botox is for your lips.
I know, right?
And they're,
Yeah.
There's a
well, your
difference
husband was
between-
one of them.
Okay, well,
Because it's kind of like we group this together. Everybody thinks it's Botox that does the volumizing and the minimizing of wrinkles, and they're like, I don't want to be paralyzed, and things like that. But Botox and fillers can be done so naturally that really nobody knows that you're doing it, and can be done in a gradual
Or
manner.
preventative too, which I
totally.
think is really neat. I think if you get started earlier on, so many less problems to combat later on in your life.
Absolutely, for sure. So we're lucky that we're living in this day and age when we can do something about
absolutely.
it. Yeah.
so let's get to the next one.
Yeah.
So let's talk about body contouring. You said that's one of the popular ones. I mean,
Yeah.
there's several services for that.
Yeah, totally. So we can do anything from eliminate fat without surgery. That is not instant gratification, but it's pretty close. I mean, waiting anywhere from a month to 4 is pretty good.
Definitely.
And then we can do anything from tightening to, smoothing out the cellulite. So it's kind of like you have something on your body that you really don't like and you don't want to have surgery. There's absolutely people who need to have go the surgical route, but there are people who would never go the surgical route but just really have this area that they don't like. And so it gives them an option, and there really isn't any downtime with that either.
And it seems like everybody has an area that they feel that way about, even if we don't see it on
Yeah,
somebody
we all
else.
have
Everyone
something.
has their own insecurity.
Yeah.
And let's move on to BBL. So this is
Yeah.
a service that we were also excited to learn about.
Right.
Talk to us a little bit about that one.
Right. Well, it's good after now that it's summer because we'll be seeing some clients be coming in for this. But it helps with pigment, facial pigment, or hands or chest or arms. It can be done anywhere. It helps with any type of vascularities on the skin. And it also goes after water in the skin, which will produce collagen.
Sure.
Okay, so we get this kind of all over rejuvenation, and it's beautiful. We kind of clean up all that sun damage.
Oh wow, that is going to be really important coming
Yeah,
up here.
right.
Definitely.
Yes, absolutely.
And I think something that we haven't gotten to touch on a whole lot, so I want to make sure we get it in before we go, is chemical peels. We haven't talked a whole lot about them, and what are the main benefits of a chemical peel?
Right. Well, we see a lot of people for a peel or the lunchtime peels for anything from acne to anti-aging. It's going to smooth out wrinkles. It's going to build collagen. It is kind of what we call the exercise for your skin. And so as we age, our skin slows down. So it's a way to speed it up, and sometimes we need products at home, and sometimes we need to combine that with in-house. But it's something that you can do, and you can be back to work, and nobody knows you have done it, and it's kind of a gradual result.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I
Fantastic.
appreciate you sharing kind of some of the main ones that are of importance and just everything you've educated with us over the year. And make sure you check out their website, and you can always call and see if you can get a consultation with Ann and her fabulous, fabulous staff. So thanks for hosting us here.
Thank
Thanks to all of our
you.
guests. Thank you so much for watching. Please join us next time on Girl Talk.